Ooh. Hello
Ooh.
and welcome to Wednesday night. Oh, Onlyfigs. There we go. Couldn't hit the button. I am your host, Mr. Ryan Toyfer, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the delayer of shipments, the procrastinator pooters, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar_Games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over, the man out to sprint popped and he refuses to stop, the Twilight Knight, the master of Mac, the three-pump chump of taking the show off the rails, Nate. How's everyone doing?
Hi. I'd like to first and foremost formally apologize for the podcast being slightly late because we were looking up bearded pictures of Cal. Is it? How do you say the last name? Cal
Kestis.
Kestis. Yeah.
Kestis.
And Kestis. Yes. And just a handsome bearded Jedi is what I'd say. And most Jedis do look pretty handsome with beards. Just saying.
Yeah, we were late because Jarmar is upset that the action figure doesn't have a customizable beard like you can in the
No,
game.
just doesn't properly look like he looks like on the cover of the game. That's all.
Did you look up the figure?
No, I did not.
So you don't know if he has scruff or not on the figure.
I was too busy. I got distracted because I saw this beard and I was like, man,
it's not a beard, it's scruff. Major difference.
It's not.
It is.
If anybody does not know what we're talking about, Cal Kestis.
Also I just realized looking up a game cover is kind of weird because like you never really see a game cover. Well, at least I don't.
Oh, that's right, because
you.
Yeah, because
so just like
I was like, what are you talking about? Why is it weird?
So is it a game cover? Because I don't know.
Oh, because you don't buy anything physical anymore.
He doesn't. He's only doing auto tees and digital gaming now.
Hey man, everybody's got their own thing.
Digital games were the first NFTs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and don't like that either.
Except everybody could own one.
Yeah, isn't that what NFTs are? You just screenshot.
But I think the whole point is, that's fair. I mean, that's my argument against it. Is why would I want it when I can fucking just take a picture of it? Anyway, yeah. So numbers game, anyone?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I forgot we
don't want to go into the chat at all.
Well, chat was mostly just getting restless because they were waiting for us while we argued. I mean, I can. Let's see. We've got. Let's go. I'm assuming it's supposed to be guys, but geese. I don't have all night. LOL. Hey everyone, first time here. Welcome.
Welcome.
I already did welcome them in the chat while I was waiting for you guys. Prepare for amazingness. I am prepared. Hey MT. Makeup is taking extra long tonight. Let's go. Is this the stream? Yes, this is it. It's half over already. Ha 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 face. Very relaxing. Sometimes they change the color of the background. No way. And then Jake chimed in with scruffy looking nerf herder. So now we were all caught up on the chat.
Yeah, I like that.
Poll for the chat. I don't know if we have this technology. Is a scruff a beard? I'm just saying.
Chat, give us your vote. Is scruff a beard?
Doesn't have a beard because it's growing in. It's either clean shaving.
There's a reason why they used to call it like 5 o'clock shadow,
which is a beard.
It's
not
not
a beard.
It's not.
No, that's what like a 5 o'clock shadow is like what Fred Flintstone has permanently.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, but that's not actually hair. Right?
How's it going, Anthony?
Yeah.
Anthony agrees scruff is not a beard. Everyone in else chat, please let us know because I want to bury Jarmar in chat comments of scruff.
Also, this is more than the scruff. If you can see definition and it matches his mustache, like how does he have? How do you
think facial hair grows in? Do you think that if you get scruff, like the mustache just waits and then just suddenly appears when your beard is ready?
No, that's not the argument I'm making, Michael.
Well, you just said it matches his mustache, so it's the same length. Therefore, he has a scruffy mustache.
No, but if you have it all, like it's intentional. Like it's not like I just haven't shaved. Like
I mean, yeah, there are people who that's their like aesthetic is they go for the scruffy look, but that doesn't make it a beard.
Also, how many beards are we doing in this numbers game here? But also, yeah, go. You did the Michael thing. Where you changed the argument.
How did I change
the argument? Was why does the figure not look like what they advertise on the box?
No, that was not the argument. Nate, back me up on this. He was mad that he did not have a beard, correct?
This is correct.
Thank you. Don't you fucking try to gaslight me.
I just posted it into the Discord, Nate. So at some point
right.
in time later, you
All
can look at it. My number's already written down.
So all right. So here's the question. All right, it's
Already
a little
have a number.
complicated. The numbers are between 100 and 900. Okay.
Oh, well, my number's gone.
Nope, you can't change it. You locked in.
So 100 and 900. And the closest one that gets it, how much worldwide did G.I. Joe and the Rise of Cobra make?
Was that like the one
Wait,
with
so between 100 and 900? Is this 100 900 million or something? Or
Yes.
okay.
1,000? You don't know how
Nope.
bad this movie. Just for clarification, is this the one with Channing Tatum?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Channing Tatum, not the one with the Rock. So this is technically the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
The Rise
There's
of
one.
Cobra.
There's one with the Rock.
G.I. Joe Retaliation.
I remember
I didn't know they made two of them. I thought it just went from that straight into the new one.
Honestly, Retaliation's a lot of fun. There's some problems, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a little more. The ninja stuff is great. There's a whole scene in a mountainside with Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes and ninjas. It's awesome.
Okay, that's
that
not the
part
first
alone
one.
That's the second one.
Okay.
No, on the mountainside.
Yeah, I remember there was like it had like the
zip line.
I want to call it a tightrope zip line. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. Yeah, that's the second one.
That's so weird that was Transformers.
I saw that. I saw.
I mean G.I. Joe.
Fun fact. I saw. We planned this out and we did it. We me and two of my friends, we went and saw G.I. Joe Retaliation 3 times within 24 hours in the theater. We went at we went at like a 10 p.m. showing. We went the following morning at 10 a.m. and then we went like at 6 p.m. So we saw it 3 times within 24 hours.
Like because it was good, or because you just didn't have anything better to do?
We wanted to, and at the time, I loved the second one. There's problems, but it's still a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Listen, I would imagine it's like when Out of the Shadows came out, and I was just excited to have like turtle stuff. So like I was a huge fan of that, and I still defend those movies, by the way.
All right, real quick with chat, we've got beep boop derp. That's not the flex you think it is. LOL.
No, I don't think it's a flex. Please don't misunderstand. I don't think it's a flex.
Yeah. Rick, The Rock is Megatron in the new Transformers. Sam gave, I'm assuming, either their guess or what the actual number is. Jake, I feel like I feel like it doubled its budget. Let's see.
And again, this is worldwide.
Rick, my beard is white, but my mustache is still black, so it always looks like I have a mustache. Jake, wait, what is the argument here? Like, you can give him a full-ass beard in the games, so why are we talking about Scruff? So we're talking about Scruff because on the poster, or the game art for the cover, he has Scruff. But
the figure has nothing.
The figure, no, you don't know that, because you didn't look it up. I didn't look close enough to know if he has Scruff. I just know he doesn't have a full-ass beard, which you wanted a beard, which he does not have. So that was the argument. It was Jarmar was upset that there's no beard on him. Rick says, my wife said hi, Jarmar.
Oh, hello. Kristen's probably asleep, so, which is my wife, which
my wife.
Who cares?
All right. I am gonna regret how high I went, but I'm ready when you guys are.
All right,
yeah, I can confirm he has zero Scruff.
I'm just hoping that a lot of people did the Nate method and went and saw it 3 times.
Again, this is the first one.
Yeah, fair.
So
I regret my my decisions. Are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Yeah,
I put 200 million.
I put 750 million.
All right. So Jarmar would be
300 million.
300.
750? You think it was like almost hitting $1 billion?
I don't know. I was like, it's got to be something like ridiculous. I expected it to be low, so when he like made the choice so so high. I was like, it's got to be a surprise, right? It's got to be like
I mean,
surprisingly.
basically, I gave you between 1 and 10, but except I couldn't say
A
10,
billion.
100 million. Yeah.
I just instantly, when he said the first one in Shady Tatum, I was like, okay. Yeah, anyways.
I don't know. Maybe I just expected like there was a chance that they did really well surprisingly, and that's why
It
the second
did
got made.
okay. It did okay. That was still a decent amount of money.
No, it really is, for sure.
Also, it was worldwide, so I thought maybe in the other markets it might have done
Oh,
better.
yeah. Because other countries love fucking
Nate,
movies
back me up
about-
on this. Isn't there like an exclusive G.I. Joe line in like China or something?
I mean, there is, and also in the movie they were an international team, not
Oh,
just the
okay,
American
okay.
hero.
Okay.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Sure. It still was 300 million. What do you mean?
I'm sorry. That guy that gives bad advice. I'm smashing like you hot boys. All right,
Sweet.
I'll take
Yeah,
it.
I appreciate
Yeah.
it. It said hot boys specifically because we have beards
Right.
ranging in all acceptable
All the
This is
beards.
not
variations
scruff for the
that you
record.
like.
This is a beard.
Again, we'll I don't know how we'll settle this debate, but this figure does not have scruff on it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just gonna say that's not a knife.
That's unfair because your beard is a knife. Because of cutting good looks. Anyways, I'm posting that picture in there. Yeah.
Took you a while.
So,
It's a dated reference. I was referencing Crocodile Dundee from 1987.
Oh man,
yeah.
Yeah.
Campbell misses you all. Oh.
Oh, Campbell.
Welcome.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna.
Jake said you should do how much the Street Fighter live action movie made because it was
Hey,
actually somewhat
maybe-
successful.
Are we sure about that? Like the
Uh,
The budget was like $150.
Yeah.
That one
No,
I
I'm
could.
joking,
That
I'm joking.
one
And a
I,
big
wasn't
box of
that
Sour
bad.
Patch Kids.
I
It
could
wasn't
see that
that
one
bad.
doing well internationally because they had a lot of like international stars in it. The funny thing is, Ming Na Wen was in it, and like she's still like doing stuff.
Mm.
I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme,
Are
not
you
what he used to be.
you remember all of the characters in this, right?
Yeah,
Me or him?
Oh.
hilarious.
No, Nate. I thought he was like looking at IMDb.
Oh, I have to look.
He is
I have-
100%.
Oh,
Like, what do you think
I
he's
was
looking
like, how
down
do
at?
you remember this? How do you
He's
remember
actually got them written on his forearm,
No, I
like his
do know.
script,
just
I
in
mean,
case.
just in
Every
case one day he
episode,
has to.
the biggest, like the most egregious error of that movie, though, is casting Kylie Minogue as Cammy. Kylie Minogue is historically known for being tiny, like a
okay.
tiny woman, and you cast her as Cammy. I'm not going to go any further. Everyone can draw their conclusions with what I'm talking about, but maybe not the best choice. Also, Jean-Claude Van Damme as Colonel Guile, an American military guy, maybe not the best idea either, but, whatever. And I don't
That's
think Ken and Ryu
true.
are in it at all, and if they are, they're not the main characters.
I
All right.
forgot this movie existed,
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
Jamar, so I think it's your turn.
I think
And that's from the era of Super Mario Brothers, the original. So that
Yeah.
shows you what adaptations were like then.
we're
And anyway,
living
I
in
didn't
the
bring it up.
best decade.
I'm
No,
aware
that's
you
true. You
didn't.
didn't. You
Jake
didn't take
brought
it
it
off
up.
the rails.
Yeah,
Jake took it off the rails.
Jake
And I
was
get-
the 2-pump
I
chump.
get
Time
distracted
Jake out
very
for
easily.
5 minutes for taking the show off the rail.
Yeah.
Jake, can you?
He's a moderator. He'll probably just take him
I
off.
know that's what I was gonna say. Like, ban yourself for 5
Could
seconds.
you put yourself
I
in
don't
timeout?
Yeah.
No, actually, Jake, don't go anywhere because you may be the only person who would get these references. I don't know who's a fan of anime out there outside of myself because I get ridiculed on this show all the time for its horniness.
I like
Even though you
anime.
guys
Yeah, but
only
no, he's talking about his
only
horny
watch
anime
the
girls.
No, but this isn't a horny anime girl. So I was at Target and this specific show that I like, I have an Nendoroid for, but like I kind of want more like representation for the show because I really absolutely love it. And I came across these anime heroes. You guys know the anime heroes, right?
Mhm.
The Bandai ones, of course you would, because
Yep. I had some at one time.
Okay, yeah. So I took a flyer on them. I'm not 100% sure how much I love
Oh,
them.
those. Okay. All right, I know
Eliminate-
what line you're talking about.
Keep
I
them right,
know
yeah,
what
because you see like the Naruto.
I
and
yeah, I
One
just
Piece
didn't know what
one.
the line was called.
So I have some. I have these two
Oh
here.
man, that one's
from
like a
Jujutsu Kaisen.
translucent.
Oh well, yeah, because I pulled him out because I was like messing around with it, and they're not terrible, but like the likeness is obviously like
I mean, they're a fun little retail line because aren't they like
yeah,
$20?
for like
Exactly.
$20. For $20
Yeah.
is not terrible. It
Yep.
kind of gets a little bit of his points across, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm like 50-50 on it still, and I'm like trying to like sort of talk myself into it, but not really. But I just kind of wanted to have more characters, and these are the two that they had, and I just kind of want them to make a like go a little bit more with this, and if I can get more characters from this show for $20, I'm cool with it. But also I'm just like, I don't know if these are good or not, you know what I mean?
Like
But I
you
shouldn't
like
like
care.
you want to like them, but you're like they don't quite hit where you want them to hit.
Yeah, like I wish there was like maybe a $35 version of these
So you want a
with
figure
that we're a
arts
little
figure.
bit bigger.
Well,
Sure, no accessories figure art figures.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want a bare
So, like,
bones
that's-
figure arts figure. Which I mean, I think
Right,
the
right,
Naruto
right.
line's like 35 or 45, and those come with a decent amount.
but
Of
those are
accessories.
figure arts though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I know, but they're not making.
Well,
you know.
I'm saying they used to make them in that line, but I'm saying the Naruto figure arts are in that 35-45 range, and they actually come with accessories.
I know, but I'm talking about Jujutsu.
I'm just saying
Kaisen.
that there's a because you guys said without accessories version.
Okay.
Because Dragon Ball
I get
comes
you.
without accessories to be at that price range. Versus, I'm saying there's already like a
The
set.
Naruto one with the
yes.
figures. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
I'm
see what
saying
you're
it exists.
Other than that, yeah. So yeah, I mean, these are
And
kind of
technically they have
where I'm at right now. I haven't. I don't know. I'm too afraid to like fully commit and open the other just because I'm like I don't know.
Beep Boop Derp wants to know: is it the lack of hip articulation that's holding you up?
Not even. It's kind of just like it has a little bit of. It's better than what I'd say as far as like McFarlane goes, but like it's kind of just like the joints. It looks very round. I don't know. I think I'm nitpicking.
So they aren't hiding the
bit.
joints like figure arts does. Like they aren't.
Yeah, and they just look like I don't know. Like the articulation's pretty cool, but they just feel a lot less.
Not as smooth.
They don't. It doesn't feel or look. I guess if I kind of like was a good poser, you could probably hide it a little bit. But it's just like the proportions seem a little weird as well.
I'll tell you right now, I bet I know what it is. Because
What's
from here, it doesn't look like it has any sort of mid like ab crunch.
No, it has zero ab crunch.
So that's what it is. It's because you don't have that breakup. It makes it look
Yeah.
like the torso's longer. Because you're so used to
Okay.
seeing that in action figures.
Maybe that's because even
So that's
like
why
all the
like
Marvel
that
Legends
new
have that.
the new Miles Morales from the comic books that's coming out, like he looks weird. And it's because he has that cone of the rubber like jacket over him, so you don't see his like
Oh.
articulation. So it looks weird.
Yeah, it's just a ball joint, which
Jake says
That's-
figure arts makes some. They are like $40. I'm assuming it means from that anime.
really.
That's a Google search for you, bud, because I don't know.
Well, Jake, you do remember that I am pro retail, so like
Since-
these being at Target helped.
oh,
What
you
do
just,
you
it was
mean
just
since when? What do you mean since when? It's literally procrastinator of pre.
yeah, but that doesn't make you pro retail. That just means that you
Well,
fucking don't
just-
do your
I
part
like
that
to
you have
walk
to go
into
and
the
find
store.
them.
I just like to walk into the store and be like, "Oh, these are cool. I want to buy this." So maybe I'll look into that before I fully commit outside of my 14 days, and decide on returning. Unless these are something that you can't return at Target now, and then I'm just stuck with them. So I'm mostly not anti. Don't get this. Don't take this the wrong way. But Big Bad Toy Store doesn't allow me to buy things from them because I've canceled so many pre-orders. So like, I'm kind of forced to buy things at Target.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, when Big Bad has like sent everyone else their toy and you still haven't gotten yours, and you find it at Target, I don't blame you for being like, well, there's no point.
Well, at this point, I feel like it's personal, so I can't.
I mean, I'm
be
right there
mad at
with you
them at all.
because like they started shipping the indie figures, but I had already found it at Target, so I was like, this is gonna hurt me, but click.
But yeah,
had to be made.
that's all I have. I have these two, and I'm still kind of like see. We'll see. So yeah, that's my weekly purchase is kind of like not even super committable, which I guess is all of your weekly purchases, right, Michael?
Ouch. Rude. Like, y'all can get fucked. And not in the fun way.
But no, yeah, so you're up, man.
That's okay. I was trying to mute Discord from mobile and it wasn't working. Yeah, so I don't have a lot this week, but it was rather expensive. So Smash Lab Creations is I think it's just a single guy. Like, I don't think he has a team or anything like that, but he makes diorama pieces and he's pretty big on Instagram. And he recently put up orders for a really cool piece, and I was like, I have some little extra money. Let's do it. So the first thing that came in, and if you're a fan of the channel, which you should be, you already know what this is because you would have seen the review earlier this week. For these two who are not fans of the channel,
I was like, wait, I don't know what it is.
So the first part of it is it came with this palette with little boxes on it.
I know.
They say fragile and they're saran wrapped, but then on the side, they have our little logo on them. I didn't even know he was going to do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Amazing.
That's
like, legit.
I opened that up and was like, holy shit, that's so cool. It
Yeah.
also came with some other boxes. My favorite one, which I actually reached out to Big Nerdy and told him that he needs to reach out to them so he can sell these for himself. And that is, you get these little boxes. It's got little tape and fragile. But on the side, it has the Ageless Geeks logo, which is a retailer out in California, who's also an e-retailer. And I told him, like, you need to reach out to Smash Lab and be like, can I order just a shit ton of these to sell for myself? And he's like, I'll look into that. That's a good idea. And I'm like, yeah.
So what's the percentage that we would get if he does this order?
Probably none, unfortunately. But he might send me some boxes.
Cool. All right.
So the main attraction for this is rather large, and I don't know if I can reach it from here, which was a poor choice for me. But, I got it. It is a shipping container.
Holy
Yes.
shit! Wait, because from the review, I didn't realize it was that big. Because I didn't really watch
it's 17
the full
inches.
review.
But yeah, like it's like fit my head in there. Like it's massive. And the little doors open. You have to be very careful because it's like foam, so I don't want to break it. But the doors, there we go, open, so you can kind of do that.
So you could literally put all those boxes in there.
Awesome, that's cool.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's great.
Does it come with like a ship that could also get stuck on the canal? Like,
no, it does not.
Too real.
There we go.
Too real.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Like the way he made it's really cool as well. I'm not gonna give away too much because I want you to go watch the review. But I'm super impressed. Like I've followed them for a very long time and knew that they did some pretty quality work. But seeing it in person, I was like, damn, like definitely worth it. 17 inches. I'm jealous. Let's see. I think they're worth the price, $25 ish. That's still acceptable. I think he's talking about the anime figures. Hello from my car. I think that's Wes. How's it going, buddy?
Hello from my car.
Well, it's Media Junkie, and the only person who I know who has access to that is Wes. So.
I was like, is there a joke about him being in his car?
Yeah, that's where he lives
now.
there now. Didn't you know that? Rick, it's pretty bad that Dead or Alive movie was better than Street Fighter.
Dead or Alive was awesome.
Jake said, and that's from Tamashi Nation's shop on Amazon, not third party. I'm assuming he meant the $40 figures.
Yeah, I just clarification. 55.
From JJK, Amazon has them for $32 up to $80 for Sukuna. Is that the name?
Yes. You did a pretty good job.
Okay.
Sukuna.
It's always hard to tell like what the vowel sound is with some of the names. But yeah, that's all I had. I mean, it's a lot. Oh, one thing that was also really cool is like they packaged a bunch of stuff in there. Like there's this little Smash Labs bracelet, like the rubber. Like anyone remember that the fucking rubber bracelets?
Yeah.
With like Armstrong and all that.
Yeah.
Live Strong. Yeah.
Live Strong.
Quick question. Rewind real quick. Why is our logo on the box?
Because he just put it on there. I didn't
Oh,
request
so
it.
he saw like you ordered it.
Yeah, well, you just go through his Instagram and he sends you his PayPal and you send him money. Like it's not like a website.
Okay.
So
I was like,
yeah,
what?
he just put our logo on the side. Like it was complete. When I opened the box, I didn't know that was going to happen. So it was
Kinda like
pretty-
a
That's
stretch
awesome
goal.
for reviews, though.
Yeah, that is true.
So I was like, that's really cool. And then, but
And
yeah,
it's
there was-
photos that Patreon members can get.
Oh,
for the
I thought you
physical
said
prints.
photos. Yeah.
the physical prints of the photo. Oh, so when you said the photos, I'm like, I haven't started the OnlyFans yet.
Yeah, well, my boudoir shots will be
Yeah.
in a Patreon.
Yeah, they'll be
Yeah,
the
they're not-
$69
they're
a
not.
month. Yeah.
They're going to be tasteful.
And you also do have the Modern Toy Fair tattoo on your ass, so
Right.
just perfect product placement.
Yes.
All over.
Yep. What it's all about.
But yeah, so then there were some stickers of some other people they work with. I think like this one is Rogue Angel Designs. And then there's this.
I never know what to do with those awesome kind of stickers. Like,
I don't
I
either.
get all kinds of cool stickers. And I don't know what to do with
Like,
them.
I'm not a sticker person, unfortunately, because, like, I don't know. I just.
You have an iPad, don't you, Nate?
Yeah,
Just put them on the back of the iPad.
See, I don't.
but I have so many stickers.
See, I'm against that because I'm just like, I spent a lot of money on that MacBook. Why would I want to put stickers on it?
To
Well,
make it
MacBook's
yours.
different because you don't put a case on it. But like iPad, at the back of it, you don't really see, and then you can pull it off and be like, "Look at my cool artwork," and then you put it back in the case.
Why wouldn't you just put them in the case then? Instead.
That's a good point.
Because then you're not ruining the $1,000
No,
technology.
it's you can pull the stickers off, right?
Some are easier than others. Anyway, but there's this one. I
Yeah.
don't know who it is, but M Studios, like that. Like they
Cool.
they commented on the review and they seem pretty cool.
Awesome.
I got a metallic Smash Labs Creations one,
That's
Nice.
cool.
and then I think
like
this
that
is a
one.
coaster. Like it's like a little thicker. It's not a sticker.
Yeah.
So I think it's
That's
a coaster.
definitely a coaster.
But yeah, and I'm just like, I kind of want to message them and be like, how do I get in on the having stickers of Modern Toy Fair sent out to people?
Yeah, get on that.
I might have to.
Oh yeah, that's a.
'Cause if
No,
it's
You
just
probably
like,
have to supply the stickers.
You might not have to do shit. You do need to do. Come on, man.
You do need to do. There's no try. What is it? Do or do not. Whatever. Just fucking do it, okay?
Yeah.
We're not Jedi.
That's what Yoda said. Just fucking do it.
just fucking do it.
Fucking do it, you will.
And then he just he died right afterwards.
Yep, just
Yeah, that's when he died.
Just like-
he was like this little blonde prick. Fucking Christ, just as much of a bitch as dad.
I'm out. Peace. Yoda out.
Let's see. How tall is it? I would say probably about 10 inches. I don't have. Oh, I do have this right here. Give me 1 second. Let's find out. Let's find out live.
Man, these jokes just write it so.
So it is.
Wait, why did you...
It is 8.5 inches.
Why did you have a tape measure on your desk?
Listen, I up until recently I was
I don't
very single
even-
and had a dating profile, and sometimes you got to put certain things in there.
You put that on
That's
your
so-
profile?
No,
Dating,
No, it's just-
dating has changed.
That's what I'm saying,
Changed,
man.
It's wild out there.
Just be happy, Nate. Just be happy.
Yeah.
We don't have to deal with this shit.
Oh my god. No wonder.
I mean I'm not on the dating profiles anymore, but when I was, that was.
I'm
an important
aware.
thing.
I
It's
get
like,
it.
prove
I
it.
get it, but
Real quick,
I
can we
didn't
get-
know we were doing dick size on there. Jesus.
Hey man, people it used to be how tall are you? Now it's how long are you?
Yeah, we don't need
Next
any
time it's gonna be
youth-
what's the circumference?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is
Driving
that
home
why
from
you
Adam
make
Sandler,
cocaine?
LOL. Northern
Nice.
Nomad. What's up,
Oh.
suckers? How's it going, man? Rick, Wes, I've seen your Xbox gamer tag. You probably pretty close to 17. A little bit over, Rick. I'm jealous of how small 17 inches is. Jesus Christ.
Then you're not
Uh,
doing anything with it except killing people.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's
There ain't
at that
no-
point you're getting convicted for crimes.
Ain't
Um,
nobody using that.
Send me your
Oh my
stickers from my
God.
sticker wall. Hey, yeah, no problem.
Oh, that's a cool
Um,
idea.
is a cool idea.
Can
Like a
Patreon
sticker
members
wall?
get Modern Toy Fair sticker? That's not a terrible idea.
That's a new
Um,
level. That's $3.
No, that
Get
one's
on
$1.87.
First off, it's costing more than $1.87 to make a fucking sticker, guys. I need you to calm down.
Yeah,
That's it?
$3.
I mean, I haven't priced them out in years,
think
but
it
when I worked at
costs
FedEx office, like
$1.87.
they weren't cheap when people would come and have them made.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to do it
Well, maybe-
fancy like this, where it's like die cut. Like,
Get a second job back at FedEx so you can get a discount.
Ooh, that's a good call.
That-
Not
that
after the
place
war
sucked.
he had with FedEx.
yeah. Well, no, that wasn't FedEx. That was Michael's.
Oh, that was you. No, I was talking about the shipping thing. for
Oh,
your,
UPS was
Diorama.
Fuck them.
That was UPS. You're not
Yeah.
even allowed near a UPS after you
Yeah,
settle.
fucking gotta stay 20 yards away at all times. Yeah, that's something to consider, is doing like maybe like different merch items for Patreon. We'd have to price it out and figure out like what would work for it. Little hesitant.
Technically, you can get cool Become Brave stickers.
I mean, if you go, well, you know what? If you want a sticker, if you don't want to do, I mean, I'd rather you
here
do
we go.
Patreon, but if you want a sticker, you can go to tpublic.com
Yeah.
/modern toy fair, because all of the shirt designs come in stickers, notebooks, mugs, all that stuff. So if you just want a sticker, you can do that. But if you'd like to support us, you can go to patreon.com /modern toy fair instead, and then we can work out some things. A little hesitant about physical stuff at the moment, just because no one has signed up for the
photos.
the photo
prints
prints. Like,
Oh, my mom told me she was gonna do it. And
it's
she
just
never
it's just
did.
funny because on YouTube I put out a poll, and that was like, that blew everything else out of the water with what people would want. So I was like, oh cool, and nobody signed up for that tier. So I'm like,
I'm
okay,
gonna sign up for that.
Wait,
tier. And I'm gonna start spotlighting. I'm gonna start framing them, and I'm gonna start spotlighting them.
Do it.
maybe
They're gonna
we
be
should
worth
do.
money. We should make them into NFTs.
Oh,
Well,
well, that's a good idea. I was gonna say we should do like a HasLab for,
and each tier gets you unlocked.
and that could be a stretch goal. Watch next week's episode. That'll make more sense at some point in time. I don't know if it's next week, the week
It's
after.
next week, yeah.
should
It's
be.
next
Tomorrow.
week. It's not next
Okay, yeah.
week. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, okay. So the person who was asking about the stickers is Tav, and he is already a Patreon member. So thank you for supporting us.
So yeah, we need a sticker level.
so come
Well,
correct.
I'm not very talking about, but just sign up on Patreon last week. Yes, you did, man. I appreciate it. I actually added you to the thank you message after the podcast thing.
It's always fun to see that list grow.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the one time that it shrunk because like one person signed up for like a week and changed their mind very quickly, and I'm like, I mean, I delivered
Can't-
on what was promised,
can't
so I don't know what
blame-
you were expecting.
Can't blame.
I was more upset that in their exit interview thing that Patreon does, they just put some other reason. I'm like, you could have at least told me what I did wrong. Give me some closure.
That does hurt.
Yeah,
You just
I'm
can't
just
not
like,
text
yeah.
me back.
You can't just not tell me why you left me. Like, Jesus. I'm going to lose sleep over it now.
That one might have been my mom. She's like,
Well, it was super awkward because this person also is in one of the Facebook groups that I like sell things in, and he commented like, "Hey, look, it's Mr. Wrong Toy Friend." I was like, "Wait, that name looks familiar." And I went back like, "Son of a bitch."
you.
So hey, if you're watching, let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
We won't be
Put in the
bad.
comments, DM. Just kind of curious. What did we do? Can we win you back?
All right, now we're getting desperate.
Listen, we're still not as desperate as Mattel. Anyway, Nate, what do you got?
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm part of this.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I started out with like very few things, and then I got some things the other night.
I need to clear up something for Jake real quick. He said he would sign up for that level, but he doesn't like Apple, so he doesn't like the title of Master of Mac. And I'm like, excuse you, sir, that is of mac and cheese. We do not call
Yes.
Nate Master of Mac because of Apple products.
No.
And yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. Or maybe he thought he was confused. But yeah, maybe if he subscribed, he could get a special exclusive episode of us explaining where the names came
Yes,
Where all
from.
these
we
things come
have-
from.
You know, I'm going to exclusively here on the live stream, I am going to officially announce.
Wait, weekly purchases is now
Just to
infomercial
pimp everything
for-
out. Yeah, it's just an infomercial for everything we're doing. But on Patreon, we have a list of Patreon exclusive episodes we're going to do. They're going to be more about like the podcast and us personally rather than topical stuff for the toy world as well. So if you actually are just tuning in because you like us, there's more to spicing up the pot for you.
It's a great reveal.
Yeah. My shitty little piece of notepaper that I scribbled all that down on that now has this thing stuck to it.
Assuming there'll be some cool graphics for that afterwards.
No, because I don't edit this after the fact. This is
That's-
live, sir.
This one, what you say is what you say.
Yeah, it's what I say is what you get.
So I'll start off with like the dumbest stuff first. But I was at a Walmart far away from here, and they had a pretty big clearance table, and just some really
Table?
cheap random stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
a
whole
table.
like, I mean, it
Like
was
I'm used
some
to
sort of-
an aisle, but like we're talking like
Standout.
fold out tables.
it wasn't a fold out table, but it was an independent middle of the aisle type thing.
Like
like a display, like a gondola.
Sure,
Did it have shelves on it, or was it just like a flat thing?
it had like two.
I don't know
levels.
if that's the details that really matter. Like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to
What-
visualize
What
it.
color was
I mean,
it?
I'll
What
send
color was it?
pictures. You can make it a print for Patreon members. I don't care, but
I know
Yeah.
you're married, Nate, so you probably didn't have your tape measure with you.
I
But
did.
Did you get a chance to
It
measure
was
out?
long. I would say it was at least 15 feet long
Okay.
and maybe 4 feet high. It was big.
Okay,
It
okay.
had two levels. Anyway, for $5, because I've gotten all of this whole entire line for really cheap, but I got a 2-pack of the Batman with Selena
Oh.
Kyle with motorcycle and motorcycle helmet.
Are those Spin Master?
Yeah.
Okay.
For $5.
So this was $5 for all this. So I already
Oh,
have.
they were all together
you know,
for.
Yeah. All
I mean, originally it was
$5.
probably like $30 or something, right?
Yeah, or 20, something like that. But anyway, it was 5, so I bought them, and I have pretty much everything. I don't know. I'll have to go and like actually look at all of it. But I love patty bats, so even in crappy forms like this, I'll get them. So
I mean, it's still
'Cause I
better
love
than the McFarlane one that broke while you were opening it.
yeah, I did get another one of that. But I was out at Target the other day, and I came across some of the new Batman 66 stuff. I didn't pre-order any of it. I just thought, well, if I come across it, I'll get it.
That stuff's never
I
really
did-
been hard to get, right?
Right. I also saw the Batcave entrance and the boat, the Bat boat, but I didn't get it. But I did grab Two-Face because I think it's a fun little piece. One, because I think it's a cool figure, and also like the history behind it, because he was never actually in the TV show. There was an episode written, and it was going to have William Shatner in it, or supposedly was going to have William Shatner in it, but it never happened. But they made it as an animated movie in the 66 style with William Shatner as the voice, and it was done in his style that he looked, when he was in Star Trek, so in the mid 60s. And the human head part, or like not the human, but the clean part, that could be William Shatner from the 60s, or it could be Michael Keaton. It could go
I'd say
either
it looks
way.
more like Michael Keaton to me, which is
Yeah.
ironic because that looks
That's
more like
fine.
Michael Keaton than the Michael
Yeah.
Keaton Batman does. That's in
Right,
shelves.
right. But yeah, it comes with its own coin. They stopped doing the Biff and Pow accessories, which is fine by me because I have like a whole bucket of them that I don't use. But yeah, it's a cool figure. It sucks that they're up to $20 now.
Ooh.
It's only 9 points of articulation, so you got your standard 5 points and elbow and knees. So
I think my
it's
problem
not-
with that is that the main line is still 20, right?
right.
So that's my problem
Right.
with it is like you're gonna
Right.
charge 20 for the same that you have. That'd be like Hasbro being
Yep.
like, 25 for vintage or 25 for Black Series. Like,
Right. Yeah, I don't disagree.
Is
and then-
that coin's not in scale, obviously, right?
No, that's not proper scale. No. I found this in my car today when I was cleaning it out. I bought this a couple weeks ago at Target on clearance, but I got that second Snake Eyes and Timber set.
oh, okay.
I mostly just got it for the head and the accessories and stuff. I think I'm gonna kit bash, a different Snake Eyes with a couple of versions that I have. But I grabbed him on at half price, and I kind of got swept up. Jarmar inspired me, and I came across him,
Oh no.
and I
That's
was like,
never
you know
good.
what, I'm gonna grab him. So I went ahead and grabbed Spider-Man 2099.
Nice.
Okay.
Just
do
'cause
you
I
get it
saw
at the main Target in our area?
No, I
Okay.
got it in Worcester of all places.
Okay.
So yeah.
Only reason I said that is because we were like, yeah, I couldn't. That wasn't at Walmart, and then I went to Target, and there was like literally 8 of them on the shelf.
Yeah.
and,
Oh, okay.
and 8 Spider Punk.
Wow.
I was like,
Oh,
did
they
I
must be, they
pick the wrong
Target's
ones?
getting Faces, I think
Yeah.
still. So yeah. But yeah, it's a cool looking figure. I will open it eventually. I might wait until the movie comes out, which it got pushed back again. Is that right? It's not coming out.
That's news to me.
August, right?
No, it's May.
Is it August?
Or May? Wait, no, it was supposed to be August last year, right?
So it's
I don't
August,
know.
August or October last year, and now it's May.
Coming out. Yeah, it's May. It's for sure May.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna look it
June
up now.
2nd.
Oh, so it did get pushed back.
Wait, when is it?
He said June 2nd.
June 2nd.
Oh no, then that's right. Maybe it wasn't May.
I could
Yeah,
swear it was
Either way, I had forgotten the whole part 1 thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had forgotten.
That's because they're not calling it
them.
that anymore.
Oh, they're not.
No, and you look at the title, I don't
says
think it's well, yeah, but you have to remember Hasbro probably had this
This is-
printed
yeah.
before they changed it.
But there is going to be another one.
Yes,
Right?
there is, but
They-
I think
they
they
made
changed the
another one.
names. I don't think it's.
Oh, okay.
I think it's across the Spider-Verse, and then. Yeah,
Let's just put it out there. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Well,
We don't know.
I can confirm on the current poster that it is just across the Spider-Verse, no part 1.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it says June 2nd on that poster, so I don't know
Okay.
when they changed that.
So the other thing I found at Target, I was pumped to find, and I'm sure this will be on clearance eventually, but whatever, I grabbed it now, and that was the Target exclusive Masters of the Universe Revelations Man-at-Arms from later in the series. So I always love the different looks and the changes. It's a great figure. He came with a ton of accessories, so you can actually put all of his armor and stuff on him. So he's got all the armor pieces. Yeah, what's the Masterverse style? They're different.
I mean, he just
but
looks like a normal dude.
Yeah,
But I guess they are.
'cause this
all
was-
kinda normal dudes.
yeah, he wasn't Man-at-Arms anymore, so he's just an older version. But he did come with all his Man-at-Arms parts, which I think, if I think I'm actually going to swap it on the other Man-at-Arms figure that was like previous, like the younger version. I would rather just have all of the post storyline or like, the actual Revelation stuff. So I'll probably swap out as much of that stuff as I can. But it's a cool figure. It's out now, Target exclusive as far as I know. And that was everything I grabbed at retail. But I did go to this most recent Neotech meeting. So the Northeastern Ohio Toy and Collectors Club. So if you're in the area, you should really look that up. It's a lot of fun. I grabbed a couple things at the meet because the meet is awesome because it's a bunch of dudes that are just looking to get rid of some shit. And that means cheap. So I grabbed this. This is the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the CGI animated series, Talon Fighter. Originally retailed for $30. I got it for 10. Still sealed.
Damn.
Yeah. So wasn't mad about that. I also got not this one. It's actually up here. You can see him. But I got a Klaatu Skiff Guard for $10. And I didn't realize the one that I had in my case was so beat to shit. And I had mentally was like, I need to get another one. And I forgot. And then I saw it and I was like, oh yeah, I do need another one. So it's way better. So it goes in the display and then this one will get opened.
I said that one must have
and
had like a exchange sticker
An
on
exchange sticker. Yeah. Back when it was 30, it got marked down at one point because it had another sticker over top of it. But yeah, it didn't come off. So yeah, I definitely needed another one. I also for my Batman collection, I got this for $5, and that was Batman on VHS.
I'm honestly shocked
I
you
had
don't already
this
own
back
that.
in the day. Well, I had it back in the day, but I got rid of all my VHS at one point. And I'm not going to play this ever.
Well,
I don't
obviously.
have this. But some people have this nostalgia that things looked good in VHS, and they can go to hell. So, yeah.
There's like an aspect of it that's like warm and cozy, but like
Ooh, I think you
Man, I
offended
don't wanna
Jarmar with that
watch
one.
it like that.
not better. No, I agree, not better, but like it's probably
And-
something really cool about that.
Another thing I got for $10. The
Oh,
Christian Bale
really?
Batman from Dark Knight. Yeah, $10.
Why didn't they just
$10.
return it? It's so new.
Dude, I don't know. I don't care. I don't care where this stuff comes from. I don't care.
So
What it
saying what we're
cost them?
hearing is that this guy stole it.
I don't know.
$10.
No,
What
probably
you got?
Not, but $10. And I took it, and then he was like, "Hey, do you want Riddler or not Riddler? Two-Face and Scarecrow too?" And I was like, Are they?" He's like, "They're loose." But I was like, "Do they have the Bane parts?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, "No, thank you," because I don't know if I'm gonna commit to getting all these, but if I'm gonna get other ones,
You
And
want
they
to,
clearly
yeah, you
have
don't
to
want to have to go
build
back
Bane.
and
yeah. And then So Friday, I think it was. No, it was last Wednesday. I was out for work. No, last Thursday, and I stopped at a Target that I don't normally stop at, and there was a cart and it had a box, McFarlane box, and I was like, cool. So I go over and it's it's obviously a worker's cart, but it was the Flash figures, and I was like, I took out the Michael Keaton and I took out the Ben Affleck, and I, without thinking, just walked up to the register. Oh, cock blocked. They were street dated for like, I don't know, a couple of days afterwards, and this old lady came and took them from me. But so then after that, I was like mad about it, and then I've never seen them since. They were supposed to be on the shelves on the 15th. But anyway,
Someone else probably bottom layer that day. They threw up a bigger stink
probably.
than you did.
Yeah.
Or they were smart and they took another figure up and scanned 3 of the...
I didn't even think about it because, like, it just hasn't
She
happened in so long.
was already on to you at that point.
Yeah. She's like, oh, it's all these bald old men trying to buy toys.
Yeah. So somebody at Neotech had these to just slightly over retail, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet. So I got both Michael Keaton from The Flash and Ben Affleck from The Flash.
That's cool.
Why does Ben Affleck's costume look like it's black?
It's gray.
Yeah, it's like
gray.
It's like a charcoal on my screen. Maybe my monitor's fucked up.
It's I would say charcoal is good. I will say the Affleck head sculpt isn't really there, but the Keaton one does look pretty good here. Not the unmasked one, obviously.
Yeah, not the really
but,
one.
Yeah. So,
really,
but
you
know, I inadvertently
you should look it up.
Have
it's rough.
Quite the cinematic Batman.
Yeah,
collection.
you have
and
quite
of course
the...
I have the McFarlane Patty Bats.
So you have all the cinematic ones that have been made.
And I have the Justice League Batman. It's the only one of the Justice League figures that I have that McFarlane did. So yeah, I have. Yeah, so I have all of them for McFarlane.
They haven't done Val Kilmer.
Not
they
McFarlane.
Did. Mattel did.
Yeah, and it was even more rough than McFarlane.
Yeah, and yeah.
I'm just surprised at this point. Like he's got.
There's no Kilmer. There's no Clooney.
I'm not surprised though that there won't be. Like these will sell, and I think even Batman and Robin figures, if they look decent enough, could sell just on nostalgia and on the fact that they're part of Batman history. So I would at least get like Clooney, Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy.
I'd buy Mr. Freeze. I'm not gonna lie. He is the one redeeming part of that movie for me.
No, he's terrible, but he has one good line and delivery in the entire movie, and it's at the very end when Poison Ivy gets thrown in Arkham, and he's in there, and he's like, "Winter has come at last." Like that's awesome. But the rest of the movie, he sucks.
I love it.
So bad.
Him in his fucking little smoking jacket going, I'm Mr. White Christmas.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
That's one of the few Funko Pops I have left is of that Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. It's definitely something.
I do love ice puns. Wes knows this because
there's so
those
many
won a
in
Fight
there.
Club.
There's so many. Yeah, there's so many in that movie.
Yeah, I ate it up. Let's get.
But that's it. I think that's it. That's everything I got. Right? No.
Oh.
No, I got one more.
It's like the surprise at the end of your HasLab.
Yeah, it's gonna seem a little bit lackluster, but Chucky B hooked me up with this. I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but I think I'm gonna get them. I might get them all. I'm definitely getting this one and keeping this one, but it's the retro indie.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Like
it's
fine. All the Targets that don't have the 6-inch ones have those.
Yeah. Unlike the Star Wars ones, like these are really rare. Like some Star Wars figures are rare, but not most. Most vintage Star Wars figures are not that rare. Indie is. There's all kinds. We could do a whole show about the history of indie toys. And it's not great, but I definitely wanted at least Indiana Jones. I probably will get the other ones because they look so cool. The card backs are so nice. I wish Hasbro was doing a 3 3/4 inch vintage, style, but they're not. And I get it. This will take place of that. At least they're doing new figures in this line that never got made, like Short Round and Henry Jones Sr., things like that. So that's cool. And I still do have all of my other 3 3/4 inch indie figures, but they're opened. But I love these card backs. They're sexy. Look at them. Look at them. Come on.
That's just because
The man with a hat.
Is that a beard?
Not
Is that
Scruff.
just Scruff?
It's Scruff. Definitely Scruff.
He's a scruffy looking nerd herder.
Nerf herder.
Nerf herder, sorry.
Yeah.
But no, sorry, I was so distracted because of my thought I had. How cool would it be if they did like a vintage collection style figure, and then we got play sets, and you got like a little cave, and then you could take the Han and Carbonite and put him in the cave, like Indy's finding
I would
him.
do it. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh,
You could do that. Yeah, you could build a diorama and do that with 6-inch. I'll let you borrow my Carbonite.
That's expensive though.
Yeah.
Like we're talking like getting a cave built would be like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
But then you take a photo and you'd have
It's
that photo
worth it.
forever.
Art is forever.
That's true. And art is priceless, is what I'm told.
Yeah.
Unless you're
Really,
signed up
because
for our
our
Patreon
art,
to get our
yeah,
photos.
say our art isn't worth $10 apparently. But it's okay. I think what we'll do is when people do start doing it, I'm gonna number them so that way, like each one, that's all it's made.
Oh, it's like NFTs but physical.
Yeah. So it's like if we have one person do it, every single one will be a 1 of 1, and no one else will have that one.
That's awesome, actually. I do have something coming from Hasbro Pulse. I didn't bother to look up what it is because I like to be surprised.
Oh, okay.
I saw an email that said Hasbro Pulse and your order has left the building, and I was like, cool. I'll get it in 2 days, and we'll see what it is.
I know what it ain't.
What's that?
A little charger. I don't know why I love keep bringing it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why.
Anyway, so let's get caught up on the comments here. I'm here for all 4, you 3 and toys. Awesome, we appreciate it.
Nice.
Everyone will be signing up for Patreon with this gondola conversation. This explains why Jarmar is at Target so much, or why I see Jarmar at Target so much. That's Rick.
Oh, yeah. It's not because of my toy purchases.
No, it's because of his wife. He just happens to get to buy toys while he's there.
It's a consolation prize.
Wes did confirm it's June. It was never May, so Mandela effect apparently.
I told you.
This channel.
I mean, it's the difference of a month.
Yeah.
It's fine.
This channel will blow up if it had my 4-year-old on it talking about toy news each week. You're not wrong. Like for whatever reason.
I mean, bring them in. Like we'll do a news section with a 4-year-old. That's hilarious. Let's do
Michael
it.
has a strong feeling against children in a negative way.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Let's just clear the air. I meant it.
I get it.
No,
I get it.
I just didn't want anyone to get confused.
I get it.
Not
Not a small child at this point. I'm old. I don't have a small child. I have an adult that lives here.
That's a funny way to put it.
Yeah.
Third adult.
Was that old lady giving you the stink eye?
No, I don't think she even understood what was going on. Because it wasn't her cart that I took it out of. There was nothing. Because she's like, "I'm sorry, honey. There's nothing I can do." And I was like, and I took them and I ran. Yeah, and then she ran me
no,
down.
but your manager can, and I will sit here until they get here.
But it was funny because, like, I was looking at them when I was waiting in line, and I was like, do I even really want these? And then, like, the minute they were taken away from me, I was like, I need them.
I have to have
I need them.
Todd did that on purpose. He sent them to the stores a couple of days early just to spice it up a bit for you.
Yeah.
Wes said I'll have to go to the next meetup. Any vintage stuff, Nate?
Dude, yeah. They have everything. They really. It's not because it's not a toy show because it's not toy show prices. It's just regular dudes. Because I've set up there. I was set up at the last meet, and I'm just looking to get rid of stuff. And when you're looking to get rid of stuff, you'll cut deals left and right, especially when it's for other people who also are just like you. So I mean, that's what makes it awesome. It's just everybody's out to help each other and not be super greedy. And the people that are super greedy, their shit doesn't get bought. It's real simple. But usually there's not overpriced, stuff. Even some of the stores, some of the area retail stores that come, they bring stuff to move. So yeah, the vintage, modern. It just depends. It just depends who's there, and that's what I also love. Not that this is now a commercial for Neotech, but the other thing that I love, it's just they do a wheel every time there's a meetup for tables. So not everybody. It's not the same people set up every single time.
Okay.
Some people might not get a table that month. So
It's cool.
yeah. You guys got to go.
This episode brought to you by Neotech.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should we expect the check in the mail?
Yeah, I hope so. Let me talk to the Neotech home office.
Michael loves ice puns, all 37 of them. Yes, I do. They cranked.
Is there 37 ice puns?
Yes, Wes. When we did Fanboy Fight Club back in the day, Wes literally said all 37 of them in his argument, which is impressive because you only got like 45 seconds or a minute or something like that to like do your argument.
Yeah.
So
I mean, not to like stir up old wounds, but did that help him in his?
It actually
argument?
did, like, because I was one of the judges and
Okay.
I was here for it. I was like, let's fucking go.
Okay.
So it did help him.
Right.
They cranked the camp up to 11 in that movie. I assume they're talking about Batman and Batman and Robin. What is your guys' dream diorama?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, I can go real quick just for
okay.
you guys. So, anyone that doesn't cost a lot of money.
So-
a sewer set.
So
very
Jamar is going to get a
inexpensive
piece
sewer
of
set.
cardboard from the boxes he cuts open, and he's going to draw a sewer on it, and that's going to be his diorama.
In all seriousness, though, yeah, like a turtle layer that's not super expensive. Maybe like
That would be cool.
multiple spots so I can fit it on my shelf. And
Well,
That was
NECA's
super
making
awkward.
one, but it's going to be expensive.
it's gonna be super expensive, and so like that's one of the first caveats.
But you're gonna have to get it.
No, he's going to wait until afterwards and regret it.
At this point, would be like a modern Ewok village. I would really like a cool, like the bunch of trees and bridges and stuff like that. I think that would be cool. I was really hoping that they were going to do that for like the display sets and find a way to make them modular, so you can buy a whole bunch of them and connect them and stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
But I would go all in on a whole like HasLab thing. I would also say Jabba's Palace, but I'm getting it, so I don't have to. Yeah, because I love, shocker. I love Return of the Jedi, so I guess I'm gonna say Ewok Village, a modern Ewok Village.
From a photo standpoint, I would love just a like city street with interchangeable parts so it can be like damaged.
That would be cool.
Um,
That's something that like some of these bigger independent toy companies should look at, like kickstarting or something like that.
There is
like
one that
totally
is doing like
Okay.
modular buildings for a street, but
Yeah.
nothing battle damaged. But that would be kind of cool to be like.
That would be cool to have like a slide in,
Mhm.
damage. That would be very cool.
Yeah. But that would probably cost like multiple arms and legs. Which I guess we should clear the air since you have beef with me regarding dioramas.
I don't have beef.
I mean, I'm
what?
sorry, you hit me with the I'm disappointed in you.
I was disappointed. I should have sent you that Zac Efron GIF too. But no, I get what you're saying about not having space, but I also
Context.
again I'm older than you, and there's going to be times where you're not going to be into something, and then you will be into something, and maybe putting it away for a while is okay because then you'll get back into it and rediscover it. But everybody's different, and I can't. That's just my feelings towards it. But if it's, I get what you're saying though too. I just was like, oh, bummer. The fact that you feel like you should do that bums me out more than anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So for context,
context,
Jamar apparently also.
I feel like I'm in the group, but I have no clue what you're talking about.
So
think
I have made the decision that after almost a year of it being just boxed up in the closet, that I'm going to part ways with my Batcave that I had commissioned a year or two ago.
Oh.
Are
you getting similar money?
I'm not going to take less than what I paid.
Oh, okay,
So like
okay.
it will sit in that box until someone's willing to pay what I paid. I'm not going to lose money on it. But I am in the vein. I hate having things sit in the closet in boxes because at that point it's not bringing me joy. It's not being enjoyed by someone. It just feels wrong and pointless. So like if it's not an empty box, I don't want it in the closet. So a lot of times if things sit in the closet, like, because there's times where like for a while I would go through and the shelves would cycle through with different things and stuff would get moved around. But then there'd be some things that would always, stay boxed up and never get recycled out. And after a while, I'd make the decision, okay, that's going to go. And in this case, it's more so just, it's such an amazing piece that it just feels wrong. And I don't know when I'll be able to actually like get to display it again properly. And I feel like there's someone out there who would be able to properly enjoy it. So it's just kind of sitting there doing nothing. So it's just one of those things where I every time I open the closet, I look up at it and it just kind of, instead of bringing me joy, it makes me sad because I know that like I'm not enjoying it and it's just in boxes.
So for the record, no beef. And it's true disappointment because I'm bummed that you're not enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, because it's an amazing piece, but it is what it is. I mean, so far I've had it posted in multiple groups for about a week, and I've had a few bites, but no one wants to commit, unfortunately.
Sure.
There's one guy who said that he would, be interested this week because he was getting paid, so I might reach out to him. We'll see. But there was a guy who was like full on ready to go, and then he slept on it. He's like, I'm gonna hold off, and I'm like, shouldn't have let you sleep on it. Damn.
Yeah.
You get any offers to exchange maybe a HJ for it?
That's an expensive HJ.
Yeah, but what if it's a collector's
This one
like this?
was only like about $3. So.
Yeah, I would need a lot of those.
Yeah.
I would need
a lot of HJs. That's fair.
I would need 400 of those to.
Yeah, carpal tunnel would really set in.
Yeah.
I think at that point.
I'm more so just impressed that 400 you'd be able to handle that. I don't know the time frame if that's over like a certain amount of days. But like those toys are cool. That's what I'm referring to.
You'd have to get a break because like Major League pitchers and stuff, they get like 5 days. Like I wouldn't give you 5 days, but like
you're talking about for their arm. I thought he was talking about for my area.
For the HJs to display them.
Yeah.
Like how many days would you need in between to put them up is what I would
say.
1
day.
1 day in between.
Yeah, he would need to ice it.
Yeah. So if someone gave you an HJ like that one there a day for like over a year.
No, I need it all up at once. I don't do
how that
installments.
That would seem painful just to
sacrifices.
Speaking of installments, I do have someone interested in my Thunder Tank. And because they're a friend, I am willing to do installments there.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If there was someone who like wanted to buy it and wanted to do like large payments, I mean, I'm not gonna do 400 individual $3 payments. But if there's someone who wants to break it up in like 2 or 3 payments, then I would do that. But they wouldn't get shipped until obviously they paid, kind of situation.
Right. Mine is a friend, so I said he could take it, but I also know where he lives.
Next week's number game. How much did Michael spend on this bat cave?
Well, I know how much because I saw the price.
He saw the price in the. Well, you saw the price. Well, you did see
400 times.
I mean, it wouldn't be a good numbers game because Michael set the number.
Yeah, I'd be easily
guessing. $1,200.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how much. It's $1,200 after shipping. I paid $1,100 for it, but that was also $1,100 after shipping to me. So.
Yeah.
That is a lot of HJs.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
I told you.
That's a lot of HJs.
Yeah. I'm playing with my man arms.
Throw some more.
How ironic. A follow-up. Those are excellent ideas. Can I ask what scales those would be? Would mine be 112 scale?
Mine
for
would
the
be...
HJ?
No, for the diorama.
I was
Dream
gonna
diorama.
say there's no way it's 112.
Mine would be 1/18. So 3 3/4-inch scale.
Jarmar, what scale is your sewer?
It's obviously it'd probably be for my NECA figure, so a little bit larger than a 1 or 112.
So 1/10
it would be
scale?
like I think it's like NECA's like between 1/9 and 1/10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure. But now if it was from a Super 7, it's a little bit larger. Yeah.
It would be.
I'm enjoying it.
It's ironic because I actually have a sewer diorama. It's much smaller, but it's funny that I have one.
Yeah,
this whole time.
that's why I kind of thought like the more cartoon turtles I have, or not turtles, but just turtle related figures, I would like to just kind of display them all together. It'd be a cool way.
Did you get the portal?
No.
No.
I did not. Michael
Didn't?
did not either.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had no interest in the portal. The only accessories that so far I've been told about being separate from the sewer that I wanted was like the TV and stuff, because I didn't really need the portal.
Okay. I got the portal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just because I will probably get the sewer when it comes out, because I mean the cartoon line up until a point, I have a pretty good run, so I would like to keep just that.
The cool thing is they've shown this off before at Comic-Con, so we already know what it's going to roughly look like. And the art style could also pass for like comic book as well. So like it's,
for sure.
It's interchangeable. Like the only thing you probably couldn't pass in it would be the like movie turtles. So like I'm kind of, depending on how much they decide to charge, which I'm terrified at how much I think they're going to charge, especially being they're doing it as individual sections. So we'll see if I decide to get it. Like the price is, I'm going to be, and the price has got to be right situation for that one.
Let me ask you this though. Like if you did get it, like how long do you think you would keep it before you sold
it? Yeah, I like to make this a thing, since we have to just never ever forget about the accessory thing. Let's just always bring up how Michael
he always does. What are you talking about?
Everything.
I don't sell everything.
Everything.
I don't sell everything.
Mostly everything.
No,
like
I've had the fucking Sentinel for ages.
Look at, because he's been trying. It sounds like someone who's trying to sell it, but like he's like,
no, I'm just saying that like there's some things that I just don't like. I buy strictly because I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I don't need it, kind of thing. Or there's sometimes where like I'll do things strategically. Like we're getting to like the summertime when Mofex does a lot of their re-releases where they do updated versions of figures. And there's rumors of which ones they're going to be. So if I have the old version, I might offload it for the current value. So that way, when the new one comes out and I want that one instead, I'm not, selling it for a fraction of what it's worth currently.
Fair. What happened to your Mace Windu?
I still have my Clone Wars Mace Windu.
Oh, okay. But the one on the
that was the one that was on the card, because because they announced the Clone Wars one. I was like, oh, they don't all match. So then I opened it and I was like, oh, it's so cool. And I was like, oh, I don't want it. And I think he ended up going to the exchange or something, and I kept his lightsaber.
Okay. I give Michael shit because that's one of the reasons I'm here, and it's in my contract that we originally did up when I was just a guest.
Really should have renegotiated that.
Give me shit.
We really should renegotiate my contract.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to be the face.
Maybe never mind. I suddenly don't want to renegotiate.
But like we're different in that aspect because I do get rid of stuff, but like I have stuff. I mean, I have stuff that's older than you both, not combined, because I'm not that old. But like I still have shit from when I was literally, a kid. And so like the idea of getting rid of some stuff, I can't,
Yeah.
I don't know. But I get
almost the pause there made me think you got really choked up and emotional. And I thought you were going to cry. And I was like, this is going to be a good moment.
Just remind me after we stop recording, and this will be a Patreon exclusive, maybe. Let me tell you, I got a story for you.
I love how that's just how it works. Like this is a Patreon exclusive thing.
Well, for the record, so I used to be that way. I used to be as sentimental and like attached to them as possible. But then I hit that point where, like we talked about on the value, the budget episode we did, where like you have to get rid, like unless you have a lot of disposable income, you have to get rid of stuff and cycle through. So once I kind of popped that initial bubble, it just became easier because it's like everything's replaceable. I don't have anything in here that I couldn't eventually replace.
It's almost like this would be a great topic for a show, toy collecting and your mental health. It's almost like that's already one that's in the
works. Yeah, on the list.
Yeah. Because I was actually hoping we were doing that one for next week. Because I do have a lot to say about that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll make sure that we do it.
I really have missed it a lot, and this chat.
I mean, you do put us on mute, so
That wasn't even
like,
in the
what?
chat. I started poking around in the Google Docs.
Yeah, he actually looked in the Google Doc.
Okay.
I
I
look
just
at
thought
the
this
show
was a-
notes, Jamar.
Yeah. No, yeah,
said there wasn't
I came
anymore.
up with this one technically last week, but we decided to go with the Black Series episode that's going to air tomorrow.
Which the thumbnail.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
Is this what dementia feels like? When everyone's like, like, I don't know what day it is.
but yeah, so so the next episode we'll do the mental health one.
Okay.
I also want to do. Oh damn! I already forgot. There was something we came up with during this show that I've already forgotten that I wanted to do.
Shingles and
no,
getting ready to mingle.
That was
watch it
during
again.
the episode that we recorded.
Shingles and ready to mingle.
It was what was it? It was something. Oh, fuck! Now I'm mad.
Is there still people in the chat?
Oh yeah, there's 17 people.
Live?
There's still 17 people.
I'm so sorry.
But
I'm so sorry.
is HJ what I think it is? Yeah, it's a tiny transformer.
Yeah,
HJ.
Hey, Smash Labs is in the.
His name is
You
High
can get
Jump.
an HJ
Oh,
if you'd
sweet.
like.
Yeah.
It's High Jump is his name. We just shortened it to HJ
So
because it's fun. Yeah.
Did you happen to get the HJ? That was at a Neotech meetup.
No, this HJ
okay.
I got at a discount place. Where did I get? Oh, I got all these from Big Bad Toy Store. So you guys know my history.
That
there.
makes
yeah,
sense.
you've got a lot of
The whole
HJs at
thing.
Big Bad Toy Store.
It's
That's
a
true.
thing. It's a thing. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know where to go from there. We've kind of.
I think we've run the gamut. I don't
we
think
jumped
there's
the
any other anything major we need to talk about. Like, because I do like when people comment about like different toy topics, small topics that we don't address on the show, and get our opinions on. But
yeah, I can't think of anything.
Rick, it 100% is what you thought it was. We joked that it's his tiny robot.
Yeah,
it is.
'Cause
Why would I be?
His name is High Jump, and he's a mascot for us.
Yeah, it was a whole joke.
Being it was a whole bit.
Yeah.
It was
That's
from
not
the
what we were talking about.
Was that the budget episode or no?
I
That was
can't.
the secondary market. It was the secondary market episode.
I'm going to take your word for it because I
That's
don't
what it
remember.
was.
I just remember it happened and then it carried over into the
Because that was also the
live
episode.
stream.
Oh yeah, to the
which
weekend.
then got
and
confusing
no one
because then
knew.
we had to do some time travel shit where we had to explain the future. It was a whole
Because
thing.
I started doling out the spoons in that same episode. So
What movie?
I
would
am
you
so impressed by this. By the way, like I just love the way this figure looks.
It is pretty cool.
What
What
Just
he
have Tina
reminds
there
me
looking
of,
Stoic.
which I think Rick is in the chat, so he would know. This character makes me feel like it's someone from Overwatch.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know
art
why.
style, the
If
face.
it's just the art style,
Yeah,
the coloring,
okay.
like it looks like an Overwatch character.
I would
That's
agree
cool.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's great. I love Revelations, so I love all these figures.
Is there a PO box on the website? We do not have a PO box.
We should do a PO box.
Aren't those
We
expensive?
should see how much.
Don't you pay
I
for
don't
that?
think you do have to pay for it, but I don't think it's that expensive.
Do you do a PO box because you don't want someone to know where you live?
Yeah.
Yes. That way they can.
So
send
what
you
if
stuff.
someone wants to know? I'll just email them Michael's address.
Yeah, that's fine too.
You don't. We don't need a PO box.
Yeah.
Like we know his address. We'll just whoever wants it. Literally anyone.
Yeah, we'll look into a PO box. I don't know. I'll have to see how much they are because I just assumed they were expensive. I figured that was something like if you'd have to have money to not want people to know where you live.
Yeah, I think like a small one,
What?
like a smaller one is not that much for a year. I want to say it's
Yeah.
like I don't know anymore. I'm not gonna say because I don't know what stuff costs.
Yeah, we'll find out.
What does a banana cost, Michael?
Uh,
That was not actually.
That's actually a hard question.
79
because
cents.
You don't buy them by banana. You buy them by the
You
pound.
could.
Yeah, but you have to weigh that banana.
Yeah. You can
So
still
what if
buy
it's a
one
big banana?
that's
They
gonna
were
weigh more than a
saying
small
it.
banana.
Exactly.
It would,
Jake says it's like
Yeah,
$5 a month, which isn't terrible.
yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was like around $50 for a year or something. So
I
that's
could-
not
I
too far
consider
from that.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we can also
Um,
split it or take it out of the show budget because we're just bank it, rolling it.
So we all have to chip in.
Listen, I have to
$4
spend
a
every Let's
month.
Pose video begging people to sign up for the Patreon because they're asking me to buy expensive ass figures to pose so they can learn how to
Wait,
pose.
yeah.
them.
not just a let's pose. Let's also throw in every other show.
Well, no, I'm just saying on that one specifically. I get a lot of, because I always say like, let me know in the comments below what you'd like me to see post next, and I get a lot of things where it's like a fucking expensive ass old figure, or it's a Mythic Legions or something, and
maybe if you'd have kept it, you could.
Well, it was stuff that I didn't own the first time around.
Or, hear me out. Maybe if you just pose yourself, you'd make a lot more money.
Listen, I got permission to do that, for the record.
Hey, I already told you once, but anything I have is on the table. Like if you want some figure arts to pose, like Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I thought he was going with the pose yourself thing. I was like, I know, buddy, thank you.
That goes without saying. But legitimately, like any of the stuff that I have, just let me know.
Let's see here. I appreciate that. I will let you know.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't even know what you have anymore, because you have so much I can't keep track of it.
Yeah,
and you don't publicize what you sell, because you don't sell in any of the Facebook groups. You just take it to the exchange and take like a fraction of what's worth.
I don't take the exchange. I don't.
Did you stop doing that?
Yeah. Once I lost all my peeps that would like not totally rip me off. Yeah, like I would probably lose some, and stuff, but I wasn't getting the lowball,
the 10% bullshit that they're doing now.
Yeah. I had some people that,
Yeah, you're the reason they do that now. They got them all fired.
Right.
Let's see. My kid won't shut up, so it's hard to hear. I think it's bedtime. It's 11:30 there.
Whoa, it's 11:30. Put your kid to bed.
It was a few episodes ago, so Anthony did confirm the HJ thing was probably that's probably the eBay.
I think it was secondary market. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, what else we got? Oh, Jake wants to know, what movie would you say is the epitome of toyetic?
Epitome.
Of what?
The
a toyetic epitome. Wait.
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
What movie is the most toyetic?
Oh, that has Star Wars.
Is it?
He's not wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would agree with you if they actually made the alien characters.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about even in hit like Kenner wise, they did a bunch of aliens.
Okay.
So over the years, they've done amazing stuff. It is literally the most toyetic movie of all time. Like there's even if you just take the first movie, there's so many toys.
Even if you take the last 2 episodes of Mandalorian, it's the most toyetic fucking.
Not the last 2 episodes of Mandalorian, because it'll be like 3 years before we see any of those. But
I'm just saying in general, like that. The last 2 episodes were literally a fucking commercial for Hasbro.
They'll make them.
Yeah.
By far. Yeah. But no, Star Wars. If you take Star Wars out of it, which I think is almost unfair, I would ironically say Transformers, like the Bayverse movies. I don't like those designs, but where they made a lot of toys off that stuff.
Funny thing is Jake tried to update his question. He said no, like made specifically to sell toys, but he doesn't understand. Star Wars was made to sell toys. Like that's how Star Wars got made.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't. Yeah, I mean George Lucas had his eye on the prize.
Yeah, he's the one who started that. Like he made sure he got the rights to the toy line for the first movie, and then used that money to fund the second one.
Because it was unheard of at the time.
Yeah,
movies, they didn't make movie merchandise, because movies technically were in theaters and then gone and never heard from again.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody made toys for shit. They made toys for TV, because TV was on every week. That's why you had fucking Potsy from Happy Days as an action figure, because fucking Potsy was on TV every week.
Good old Potsy. One of my favorite childhood toys.
Sit on it, Potsy.
That's even before my time, because that's like Mego.
I mean, I at least remember Happy Days from like TV Land.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like reruns.
You just remember intro.
No, I remember. I watched the show. I loved that show. Like as a kid, I watched that and like the Brady Bunch and Bewitched.
Yep.
Happy Days.
That's what staying home from school was about too. Like, because all that shit would be on like regular TV. Because I mean, I'm old enough that I didn't have cable when I was like in elementary school. I didn't get cable till junior high in my area. So like, you just had to watch what was on 3, 5, and 8, and it was old shit, game shows, and then Donahue.
Huh. I may have been
wild times.
Up.
Yo,
I don't
definitely
think I
were.
Ever remember not having cable?
Okay, so Jake apparently doesn't know how to word. He means what movie was made like based on a toy line.
Oh,
which is not what
then
he asked,
obviously-
because he asked what
Well,
movie.
obviously, then Transformers.
Yeah.
But does that count? I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
counts.
because like
his example
Transformers was
what
made.
was it?
Like,
The toy line didn't exist first. I was under the assumption that Toyetic was like He-Man live action movie. No, so Toyetic means that like the thing you created is toyetic enough that you will get made into a toy. So like that's why a lot of professional wrestlers change their wrestling attire so much, so they're more toyetic. So that way, like the companies will make more figures of them, so they get more money from their
Royalties
merchandise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is the actual question then? Is it
Well, now I'm not. I don't think
Based
he
on
knows.
what-
I don't know. It's
okay? Fair enough. I think every
like-
direction we think the question has gone, we've answered.
yeah.
So
So yeah, he had it
but then
backwards. He
otherwise,
thought
if
that
it
it
was-
worked in reverse. He thought that toyetic meant like a movie was, or a toy line was so toyetic it got made into a movie versus
yeah.
like
So then I would still say Transformers
Mhm.
because it's definitely the most successful.
Is it, but what would we be saying like it was a toy line and then it was made to a movie? This wasn't Transformers made into a show, or was like the animated movie first?
Well, no, the show and then the animated movie, but I'm talking about like the Michael Bay 2007 movie.
So you're talking about live action.
That was
But
Yeah,
that's based
'cause I'm-
off of the show.
of the toy line. It was a
Like
toy
the-
line first before it was a cartoon.
I know, but like I guess
by that logic.
maybe
Then
I'm
there's
thinking
nothing
too-
because I don't think there's
That's what I
anything
was
that's been turned
thinking,
into a
like,
live action.
What was like a toy line that was turned into a live action movie?
I mean, I
There's
guess
nothing.
technically, did Ninja Turtles toy line come out before the first movie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So technically, I
it
guess you could
started
say
in
that
'87.
because that also was before the
the cartoon,
But it was
wasn't out.
based on
cartoon was
based
'89.
on-
Okay, that's
cartoon
right.
was 80. Cartoon is '87.
I thought the cartoon was '89.
Started in
No,
'87.
the movie
Oh,
was
The movie was
well,
90.
So yeah, then that still doesn't count by Jamar's rules. It was a cartoon
Yeah.
before it was a movie.
I don't think there's anything that was just that
So now there's nothing then that had a toy line that didn't become a cartoon before becoming a live action movie.
Wait.
Yeah.
What was the
Now,
the
barely.
kinetics?
December 14th, 1987 was the very first episode.
Okay.
Turtle Tracks.
What was your question, Jamar?
What was those things that are like connects, or they're like
Legos?
no, they're like
Ionical?
Bionicles. Did they make a Bionicle movie?
They made a cartoon.
They
I
made
don't-
a-
okay, I thought it was just
a
movies. I didn't know they made like cartoons.
No, they
an
did like a
actual
little
show.
CGI show.
I thought those were movies. I just assumed. Okay, I was gonna say that was one right there.
Jake was thinking about it because of
Whoa,
uh,
Lego movie. There's no Lego. TV
Yeah,
show.
there was Lego. They did Lego cartoons for like Star Wars
They
and stuff.
did, but it wasn't based on an
It's based
original
on the
idea.
property.
Which,
No, but it was
yeah,
still
like
Lego.
The Lego movie was. Yeah, but
no,
the
Lego movie is based off of the Lego toy line, not a Lego
That-
TV
yes.
show.
Yes, that
That's a
because
That's
they
the only
created
one.
semantics, but
they
I'll
created
allow it.
They created a whole movie universe there that didn't exist.
There we go.
Just from
There's your answer,
taking
Jake.
the idea of the Lego. So yeah, Lego movie.
Yeah,
There you
Jake said he was just thinking about it because Barbie is coming out, and
That
then
could be another-
he watched a whole
Whoa.
mini doc this week about how the live action Street Fighter was made to sell reused GI Joe molds.
This is true.
Interesting.
Because the GI Joe, so Street Fighter was part of GI Joe with the game. So they brought in Street Fighter as characters into GI Joe. They were co-branded, and then when the movie came out, they just used the same molds and then like updated the heads, but they're all GI Joe bodies that they used for Street Fighter. So yeah, he's 100% right. And they reused vehicles and play sets and stuff for Street Fighter from GI Joe.
Kind of like to see a GI Joe based fighting game now.
Yeah.
Bionicles are Lego. Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are. Actually, Bionicle helped save Lego.
Mhm.
Look up that. I think Toy Galaxy, aka Secret Galaxy, I think did an episode on Bionicle. If not, there's another. But I'm pretty sure he did one. But yeah, they saved Lego.
Those things were so fucking cool.
Dude, I was not like that was not of my era. That was like in the in between time. But yeah, I used to see him when I worked at Toys R Us. I was like,
Mhm.
these are awesome. You
Yeah.
build your own action figures based on an original idea. Like that was cool.
Yeah, I dig it. Wes said Trolls, but I'm pretty sure Trolls had a cartoon back in the like 70s or 80s, didn't they?
I
thinking
don't
of
think so.
Smurfs.
I think you're thinking of Smurfs,
I
yeah,
thought there was
or
a Trolls cartoon
Snorks.
where it was like more
Not
accurate to the Trolls versus.
I don't remember one. But are Trolls based on the toys? Or are they just based on the IP?
Troll. But that means the IP would have. Well, because the toys exist. Like, I mean, because that. I feel like that might be another one. Because I don't think
I don't know.
there's a
I'm just
Trolls cartoon.
It's shit like that though, like Trolls, and I'm sure it's great. But that's the kind of stuff that I'm so glad my kid is old now because I don't have to watch any of that stuff. There's 3 Trolls movies. I have not seen one of them, and I am so okay with this. I see these previews for some of these kids' movies, and I'm just like, oh, thank God.
There's some gems in there.
There's
a lot of shit.
Yeah, but at least like things like Super Mario Brothers, like we'll go see now. But which
think of this, you're missing out on Bluey.
I am missing out on Bluey.
It's totally worth it just for Bluey.
Hey, and I heard it's good, but I grew, my kid grew up in the age of Yo Gabba Gabba, and I'm not mad about it. So.
Oh yeah, that was an introduction. Yo Gabba Gabba is actually on Ezzy's iPad now.
Nice, because it's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's so awesome. I think we lost them.
I think we lost
everyone.
No, there's still 16 people here listening to you guys talk about children's shows.
Any more questions that we can answer? Like, I'm impressed by that. That's incredible.
Yeah. No, Anthony said he still needs a couple sets. I assume he's talking about Bionicles. And Jake and Wes are basically talking about like children's toy cartoon movies like Bratz and Monster High and stuff like that.
Okay. Bratz could be.
Bratz was one.
Was that a theatrical movie though, or was that a?
I think so. I don't know. I didn't go see it.
That's surprising.
Yeah, no, not for me. I think if there was a Monster High movie, but I think it was on Paramount Plus or some sort of streaming service. But it's weird.
That counts.
It's weird though, because Monster High is one of those things. Because my kid was into it really early on, and then my wife got into it, and now it's come back. Like
it's like super popular. Like people fucking wait outside for the drops and shit.
Well, because like my wife got into it because as an adult, and she just liked the idea of horror dolls like that, and so she collected a bunch. But now we're seeing the resurgence within, our kid.
Another decade.
It's just weird to see, because our kid is now old enough to be like, okay, there was something popular when you were little, and now it's back again. So which makes sense because I had Star Wars when I was little, and then by the time I graduated high school, it was back again. So. It's just cool to see it for your kids.
Best thing of loving Turtles is it just keeps happening.
Oh, Turtles just barely. Happening. I mean, it went away. I think what was the longest time frame was maybe after the 2003 series.
Yeah, between 2003 and 20 and the Bay movies.
I feel like we had this discussion before.
Yeah. We had the TMNT movie was in 2006, but they didn't make a big wave.
Yeah, no,
it was cool.
Yeah. It
was cool, and it was a fun toy line for like a year and a half,
That's
2
right.
years
So
or whatever.
You watch the fight scene in it or some.
Oh, if nothing else, it's fun. It's an okay movie. Yeah, we did.
We didn't just have it. It was probably a while ago, but
no, it was. I just recall remembering recently because when did you get the box set for the movies?
The Blu-ray?
Yeah, didn't you?
That was January.
Okay, well, I mean, you're acting like this was.
That's 3 months ago, bro. That's not recent.
3 months is 3 months,
Yeah, 3 months is 3 months. Thank you. All right.
Oh yeah, that's when we had that conversation.
Yeah, we're rocking it an hour and a half. So
listen, this is awesome.
I'm surprised. Yeah,
I'm surprised I have all three of us. That Nate's the one who's like, let's keep going.
That's what I was gonna say. We have Nate in a rare.
Yeah, usually the camera stops rolling. He just stares at us, waiting for us to shut up so he can be like, bye.
The camera hasn't stopped rolling.
That's true. As soon as it stops,
minute we turn it off, I'm out.
Well, no, because we have to do the Patreon exclusive story that I apparently have to record.
I got to do a quick story, but
he's like, I forgot what the story was.
God, I hope
I did for a second, but I remembered.
Oh man. Yeah. So shall we close it out then?
Yes, but I just want to say this real quick.
Oh.
Since because Jake brought it up with Barbie. Barbie is either going to be the greatest movie of all time or just a colossal train wreck that I can't take my eyes off. Either way, I'm going to be so entertained. I can't wait. And I can't believe that I am this excited for a Barbie movie. Have you seen the trailer, Michael?
I've seen multiple trailers, and I am
okay. You're not in that camp.
I am.
You
yeah.
haven't seen the trailer.
Well, I'm not a big fan of like seeing movies because they're bad. I guess. Like I'm not in that camp.
I honestly don't think it's going to be bad.
Okay.
I think it's going to be so bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
And like the director Greta Gerwig makes really interesting movies. Like she didn't just do this because it's a tie-in, and the trailer is obviously like they're trusting her, and I can't believe they are, to make this movie. And I think it's going to be like this crazy multi-level.
It seems like it's gonna be like the Lego movie.
But like I think for adults. Like even
But yeah,
so.
but what I'm saying is I think it's gonna be like the idea of like
yes,
you have the
agree.
real world and then you have the Barbie
Yeah.
world, and that's why things are the way they are.
That could be. And just the design element, the production design. Like there's the shot where like the sliding or the pool slide,
Mm-hmm.
and the pool, you can see it. It looks like water, but it's not moving. So it's
I'm more
it's
intrigued
in the Barbie world.
in this.
Everything is a little weird, and
I mean, it's already a little
I
weird
wish
because
they
there's
do-
all the Kens.
right. There's all what I love about that is all the Barbies are very like educated and achieved. They do all these amazing things, but all the Kens are just Ken.
Yep.
He's a Ken. He's also a Ken. And then there's Alan.
Michael Cera, yeah.
There's only one Alan. Like this movie, like we need to do a reaction video of you watching the trailer because
Me?
it's not what you think. No, Jarmar.
I was like, I
haven't-
watched the trailer.
I've only seen
Yeah.
like stills from it with like this
Oh,
person's
no,
in
dude.
it, and
Plus,
was
I
like,
love
oh,
Ryan Gosling and
Ryan
so-
Gosling. Yeah, I've seen Interesting.
And well, I probably should say I like Margot Robbie before I say Ryan Gosling, but I'm going to be honest.
No,
I like
we're out
Ryan
here.
Gosling. I don't
We're
know
open.
what to tell you.
We're open.
Yeah.
It also has isn't Shang-Chi in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
Ken.
he's a Ken.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That all you know him by? That's interesting. Okay.
Well, because I never watched Kim's Convenience, and
I just thought maybe you'd call him by his actual name.
I'm not glad I don't know his actual name.
I don't either.
See, you asshole.
I don't know how to say it properly. It's like I think it's Simu. Simu.
See,
I mean, I've heard it. I've heard it said, but I know I'll butcher it. So
yeah.
because I know what you're trying to say, but I'm like I won't get it right either. So, I'm
But
not gonna
hey,
try.
that show is blowing up because like Appa is featured in Mandalorian pretty heavily this year. That was cool.
I really need
So-
to catch up with Mandalorian. Jesus.
It's so.
I hear all
good.
these cool things, and I stopped watching it that second episode, and I keep saying this over and over again. But I normally watch it on like my iPad, and it's like just the display is amazing on my iPad, but it just can't do it justice of like the darkness,
Mhm.
and so
Right.
like I can't tell what's happening. So I'm like, I'll just watch it on my TV, and it's been like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
the season's done, so yeah, you're way behind.
Maybe this has been longer than that. Then.
Yeah, it's been more than that. It's been probably 8 weeks
Well,
since
no,
you're only in episode
it-
2.
Yeah, like the last episode was today. So
Yeah,
you're not
this
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
8, but that's still that's 10 episodes.
Right.
If he's only in 2, that means he's 8
no,
weeks
it's only
behind.
8.
Are those?
Yeah.
It's only
Oh,
8
okay, he's
episodes.
still 6 behind then. 6
Which
weeks
is
behind.
what we were saying. Like
You said
5
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
this man.
Well, maybe he watched the second episode on the third. Oh,
Oh.
we gotta go. My AirPods died.
Oh,
Oh,
darn.
We outlived.
We
Nate's
outlived Nate's
AirPods.
AirPods. That's impressive. Apologies to everyone in the chat who was trying to get us to answer more questions. I bet.
I can answer more, but my audio is gonna be weird.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
I bet you GI
I'll
Joe
figure-
or James Bond doll will make appearance of Barbie. That'd be cool. Just depend on if they can get the
Ooh, G.I. Joe.
licensing rights.
Very-
GI Joe probably won't because that's Hasbro versus Mattel.
Yeah.
They would
James
do Major
Bond.
Madison or
Star Trek. I don't
no Big Jim.
know.
But I don't
Oh.
think it's the kind of movie where there's going to be cameos. I don't
I
think
don't
there
think it
will.
is either.
But I like where his head's at.
Yeah. But yeah, so now that Nate's AirPods have died, we are going to unfortunately end probably the longest live stream we've ever done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, like I'm here for it. Like it was fun just chatting with
Yeah, it was
everybody.
fun.
But yeah, if you've made it this far and you enjoyed this and you aren't already, make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out, lets us know we're doing a good job, gets you a bunch of toy-related content in your feed. You got the reviews, the Let's Poses, the live stream, the podcast. You can head over to TikTok, Twitch, or not Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, or what's the third one? Instagram at Modern Toy Fair. You can head over to tpublic.com/Modern Toy Fair. We can get a bunch of different shirts with different designs on them. We've got Modern Toy Fair, Show Me Your Nips, Neck Illuminati. We've got the Brave Become, or Cool Become Brave,
Brave.
with Nate's face on it. We've got, you can get everything that's on there in items that aren't shirts. So if you want a mug, a sticker, notebook, tote bag, all sorts of stuff. So check that out. Link in the description below. And if you'd like to further support us, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair, where we have several tiers to choose from. You can get anything from being able to make suggestions for Nate's fake podcast. You can get physical prints of the photos I take for the reviews, or you can even be a guest here on Onlyfigs. So if you could, check that out. Link also in the description below. But hopefully we will see all of you wonderful people in the chat next week and more. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.